Hi, and welcome to a new video where I ramble to you about something that I don't quite understand. Because the last month or few months, I guess, I've been seeing a lot of these glow up or how to glow up TikToks, and it feels like we're doing glow ups instead of New Year's resolutions in 2025, and that confuses me a lot because one New Year's resolution is already a lot. Having a lot of them to glow up is way too much pressure. And I understand the want and the satisfaction of seeing yourself grow into a person that looks more like how you feel or that is just a better person for yourself. You know, self-care, I love it. And I love seeing myself grow too. That's always great. But sometimes it goes a little bit too far, if you ask me. I think we are going to look at a few of these how to glow up TikToks and then I will re-evaluate this. Maybe it's wonderful. Maybe these advices are like the best thing ever. We'll see. The important thing is to be nice to yourself and the people around you. I think that's the evaluation string that we're going off here. Are these advices nice for yourself and the people around you? I think that is perfect for this. Before we get started though, I am putting myself through art school and I could use your help with that, and the only thing you need to do is subscribe, and I would appreciate that a lot because you would help me a lot with that. And also watching my videos would also help a lot. I'm trying to gather 1,000 people here before the start of summer, and I would love to have you on this journey with me. I'm also putting out this booklet about my coffee obsession. It has some text and some drawings that I made soon, like next week soon. I'm currently in the process of making the cover because this is not gonna be the real cover, and baking it ready for printing. And I am so excited about this. It's the first time I made something like this, and I think it's really funny and really cute and really nice. So if you want to be updated on that, you can follow me over on Instagram and I will show you where you can get it when it's done. If you want, of course, you don't have to, but I promise you that it's fun. Like, here's a little preview. See? It's a little zombie me version that just wants coffee. Okay, so that's about that. Now let's get started.
Here are my top 10 undeniables for a glow up in 2025. 1. Gua sha every morning and night for a snatched jawline and defined cheekbones.
I think she means one of these rollers. With that, I'm not quite sure if these really work. Google says that they don't really tighten your jawline or cheekbones or skin or whatsoever, but it does say that it does feel nice for your skin, and that can be very nice and beneficial for you, of course, because I'm all for your face feeling nice. And if you want to work hard to fit into Western beauty standards, be my guest, even though it apparently doesn't work like that according to my very short Google research. So I guess before you get one of these things for other purposes than your face just feeling nice, I'd say do your own research. That's my advice to you here. But can we normalize not having to fit into these Western beauty standards, maybe? I'm not sure if I'm the right person to speak on this because I have kind of a sharp jawline from myself, but I wouldn't feel anything for doing anything to make it sharper. But I don't have the experience of not having that, and oh my god, I feel so dramatic right now. I have not the experience that to not have a sharp jawline. Oh my god. No, but I mean that I don't know how it would be to not fit into that specific beauty standards. I've experience with not fitting into other beauty standards, of course, but I'm not sure if I'm the right person to share my experience with this specific topic. But also, I don't think we have to do all this effort to fit into Western beauty standards. I think that's nonsense. But if you really want to do that, if it makes you feel better about yourself, which I really understand in this world, go do it. But again, not sure if it really works. Okay, that was a long ramble about saying that do whatever you want. You don't need to do this to look nice. You don't need to do this to be a nice person. And you don't really need this to glow up, I guess. I don't know, what even do we mean by glow up? I'm confused already. I was already confused before making this video, of course. Anyways, I just can imagine that if this comes across a feed of someone who does not have a sharp jawline and has been insecure about this, made by the internet or Western beauty standards or people saying this in real life, whatever, that they don't really feel nice about themselves, especially if they have already tried hard to get a sharper jawline, which they might have done that. I have experience with trying to do something to look a certain way and then not achieving it, and then seeing other people saying, oh, you have to do this, and you know it's not going to work, and then you're just sad, which is sad. We don't need that. We need to be nice. Again, it's not nice.
Find a signature scent that you love and feel good in, and other people recognize you off of.
Welcome to body odor. Okay, that was a joke. I do wear deodorant, and now for the keyboard warriors that are already mad that I'm making this video and then saying, oh, you look like you don't wear deodorant, I do. Okay, but as an autistic person, I get very overwhelmed by smells, and a lot of people wear so much perfume that I am sitting there wanting to permanently close off my nose holes sometimes, you know? So you can wear perfume, of course, even if I'm close by. That's totally fine. Not talking about that. Not talking about people who do like a nice spritz of perfume and to smell nice and feel better about yourself. Go do that. Totally fine. But some people just want to walk in a cloud of their own perfect perfume, and then it's just annoying to all the people around you. I promise you, not only the autistic people, everyone, I think. But if it makes you more confident to wear perfume, please do so. But just not an entire cloud, like not half the bottle a day, you know?
Always be wearing hoops or some sort of gold jewelry. It kind of just makes you more feminine.
Okay, so technically speaking, this TikTok is made specifically for women. Nice to know that. Like, I assumed, but it wasn't clarified. This TikTok is made specifically for women, so people of other genders are not targeted by this glow-up trend, apparently. And whether gold or silver fits you better is really dependent on your skin undertones. You know, you've seen those color match things. I believe they're South Korean trend or trend. They do that in South America, and now it has become a trend, I think. And you can see sometimes in those that gold sometimes fits people better and silver fits people better sometimes. And so not all people want to wear gold jewelry. Not all people want to wear gold jewelry. It's not going to look great on everyone, and you should wear whatever you want. And especially if you mean real gold, it's just too expensive for most people, okay? Wear whatever makes you feel more confident. Maybe it's plastic beads. You know, those playful necklaces made out of beads. Those are nice. I'm wearing a leaf necklace, and I love it. I wear it every day. It means a lot to me, and I feel confident wearing this and not wearing gold, really. So, there you go.
Lumify eye drops, they really enhance the whiteness in your eyes and make them pop.
I would understand this if you're jaundiced, but please go see a doctor if that's the case. Like, I've never heard of not having wide enough eyes. I guess new insecurity unlocked. Okay, but not really. Whenever I'm drawing faces, which I do a lot because I do comic design, okay, I actually draw a picture of you to illustrate this, literally. I'm so funny. Like, these are two eyes. They are not perfect. They're not really technically perfect. So if you're my drawing from reality teacher, please don't say anything. But this one is creepy. It looks right into your soul and it looks kind of scared. This one is even bigger, but looks slightly more realistic because the eye white is just not white. Like, that's the only difference. Maybe also the how much his part is colored. So I kind of messed up. But anyways, this is way less creepy because you see eyeballs around, like the word implies. So eyes are not supposed to be entirely white. I looked up this eye drop because I didn't really get it, because I thought it was about eyes being too gray or something for some reason, like not white, like not shining white lights. Maybe people just want lights as their eyes. That would be nice, you know, if your eyes shine light, because then you won't need lamps anymore. Anyways, it's apparently about your eyes being red. But I think you just need to sleep more if that's the case. Like, if you really want to have these eye drops, please do, again. But you don't need them. It's really not necessary, and having some red veins in your eyes is perfectly normal and human. Having your eyes not shine light is very healthy, I would say, and if you're jaundiced, again, go see a doctor. That means if your eyes are yellow, that means there's something wrong with your liver, I believe. I'm not a doctor, but please see a doctor if your eyes are yellow. I've also never heard someone compliment the whiteness of someone's eye before, so maybe we need to start doing that.
Lip liner, even if you're not wearing makeup, it kind of gives a natural lip plump and looks like you have injections sometimes.
This lip thing feels like a very specific Western beauty trend or standard, I don't know, that I personally don't like. I know that some people do like it, and that's fine. That I don't like it is fine too. Everyone can have their own opinions. However, I do feel like this is a very accessible way to achieve that look, and you should definitely do that if you like it. So I do like this tip. You don't have to, because your lips don't have to look like that to look good. I think that's important to add in here. But also, if you want to, this is actually a really accessible tip, I think.
Hot Pilates, it will tighten your skin and snatch your waist. It also uses the tiny muscles in your body rather than the big ones, so you don't look bulky.
I hate this one. A snatching waist and teeny tiny trained muscles are something that requires a very specific body type. And endlessly chasing this very snatched waist sounds like something very sad and not like a glow up at all. It sounds like a glow down because you would be sad. And I personally think that's a glow down. You know, I don't like this one. You should not have to change your body type. And don't get fooled by me because I am very weak and I'm working on it. I would love to be more bulky, okay? Like, look, if you love Pilates, it's great and you should absolutely keep doing it. But not everyone is gonna love that. I dare to say that most people are not going to love that because there are so many different sports and maybe there's something for almost everyone, and Pilates is not for everyone like every other sport. If going outside for 5 minutes and taking a little 5-minute walk is all you got, I'm rooting for you. That's great. Please go take your 5-minute walk, have some sunlight if the sun is shining where you are. I'm rooting for you. If sitting on the side of your bed, or maybe even lying in your bed and doing some bed yoga or couch yoga is all you got, I'm also rooting for you. But you don't need to do Pilates to get this specific body type, you know? Do what you got. And if you just don't like Pilates and want to play tennis, please go do that. It's fun. I don't like playing tennis, but if you want to and it's fun for you, you should do it, and I'm also rooting you on. If you love Pilates and you want to do that and it's fun for you, I'm also rooting you on. It doesn't matter. Getting movement, I agree with that. That's good for you, for the vast majority of people. So if you got something that you want to do with movement and you want to do more often, great. I'm rooting for you. But it doesn't have to be Pilates and you don't have to get a snatched waist.
Journal every morning and set your intentions for the day. Write down things you're grateful for, and it helps your mental health.
I absolutely love journaling. I prefer to do it at night personally because then I can process my day and sleep peacefully, but whatever works for you. And journaling is probably also something that would help most people, so this one is approved.
Focus on yourself and building your career rather than a man and something that's not going to serve you.
So this TikTok is also not really targeted at queer women, so only the straight women need to watch this apparently. Besides that, focusing on yourself instead of other people is really nice, and focusing on your career is maybe also not the best thing for a lot of people, but if you want to do that, you should. With keeping your mental health in mind though, please.
Find a higher power or something to pray to. I pray to God, and it really helps with ease my anxiety.
If this helps you, it's great. If you think it might help you, you should absolutely try. But this advice is again not for everyone. I think we need a small moment to establish that no advice in the entire world is going to work for absolutely everyone. The person in the video also did not really claim that, let's be clear about that. The video is introduced as her undeniables for a glow up. I do think you can glow up without any of this undeniable, so that would make them deniables in my personal opinion. I think, if that's how that works. I will get back to that, but first I want to go through some more of these glow up videos because this one was very specific about a very specific set of beauty standards and beauty things, and I'm curious to see if all of these or most of these are about beauty standards.
How to glow up in the new year. Tip number 1 is to focus on your eyebrows. Brows frame the face and they make such a difference when they're done properly. You can try looking for your brow shape on the TikTok filter or get them done professionally. Tip number 2 is to trim your hair. It being a little bit shorter is better than it looking dead on the ends. Tip number 3 is to try out different makeup looks. It took me so long to figure out what makeup look, what products, what shapes worked for me. Next tip is to wet your beauty blender before you use it. It absorbs less product, so you're saving money, but it also just blends so much nicer. And my last tip is just to change your mindset. I genuinely think the biggest glow up you can have is a confidence glow up, so if you're changing your mentality, that's step 1. Happy New Year's, guys.
I am getting pretty confused here because I'm kind of losing what these glow ups are supposed to be about. Except for the last tip, this was all about beauty. And the last thing is to quote, literally just change your mindset. Into what? From what? I assume that this means that you just need to be more confident, but it just doesn't work like that in life. Especially after you just said a lot of beauty tips, because then it makes it seem that you cannot or don't deserve to be confident if you don't do any of these, or even all of these. It reminds me of the time when I was 12 and one of the popular girls came to me and told me that I could be really beautiful and fit in if I wore makeup and got rid of the blackheads on my nose. I was 12, this was in primary school for me. Dutch primary schools are like ages 4 to 12, and secondary school, or like high school I guess, is from 12 to 18. So I was in primary school and the popular girl told me to wear makeup and get rid of the blackheads on my nose. I didn't even know what these were back then. I was just busy trying to not get meltdowns from screaming children on the playground at that very moment, probably, and from my clothes, because I didn't find out yet which clothes actually made me feel nice. And I didn't know I was autistic yet. I did not start wearing makeup at that point, but it felt really mean. I still think about it sometimes. Like, it's 11 years ago. You don't have to do all these things to deserve to feel confident, I promise.
Welcome to day 2 of my series, 25 Ways to Glow Up in 2025. Yesterday we focused on how to glow up your looks, and today we're gonna focus on how to glow up your health. Health is really the cornerstone of your life, so if you wanna level up and get more energy in 2025, here's where to begin. But first, I really want you to start each morning with a loaded morning water. I can share how I make mine, but in general, I'm adding greens, I'm adding minerals, I'm adding lemon, I'm adding chia. It's just a great way to start your day. This has improved everything from my skin to my digestion. This helps so much.
For some more context, this creator made a series of glow up tips and I chose to skip the beauty part of it for obvious reasons. Water in the morning is a great idea. Like, I'm not really sure about the loaded part. That would be too much work for me in the morning, but if that works for other people, it's great. I think I just need at least an hour to wake up before I'm even conscious enough to do this. So it's just too much of an effort for me. But water in the morning is very great. Please drink water in the morning. Then you cannot forget about it later on, you know? You won't be working at like noon and thinking, oh, I'm so thirsty, instead of it being, oh, it's just lunchtime. Great, I'm getting hungry now. So drink some water in the morning. It's great. I approve of this tip. I think this is one of the rare occasions where the tip would work for most of the global population.
My second tip is to start a magnesium supplement. In general, I tend to reach for magnesium glycinate the most. It's great for relaxation, it's great for regularity, and it's great for sleep.
Before you take any supplements, you should really consult a doctor because you can take too much of something. Most people don't really need supplements. I would at least say that you shouldn't promote this on the internet.
Third, and this is one of the things that helped clear my skin the most, is taking a daily probiotic. You have to prioritize your gut health. It impacts so many things, from your immune system to your mood. For number 4, this is something that I'm really excited to be doing, and that's trying one different workout class a week. Obviously, we want to build strength and we want to release tension, but it's so important to switch up your workouts. Let me know if you guys would like me to film a week's worth of workouts, if that would give you inspiration. Number 5, and this is the most important, we're gonna plan our meals around protein. Even if you're vegan or vegetarian, let's aim for at least 30 grams of protein at every meal. Number 6, we're gonna switch to seasonal produce. This is so much better for the environment, but it's also so much better for your body. When you eat vegetables and fruit that are in season, they're way more nutrient dense, but they also taste better. Number 7, we're gonna make 10,000 steps a daily goal. Pick your favorite podcast, do a walking meditation, go on a color walk. There are so many ways to make walking more enjoyable. Number 8, download a habit tracker. I have found this to be so good for accountability. I can log things like the water I'm drinking, the workouts I'm doing, if I've done my skincare routine. It's just a great way to see your habits at a glance and make sure you're getting them all done. Something that really changed my life is an infrared sauna. There are so many benefits to this, but I really noticed a big difference in my detox, my sleep, and my mood. You can try one at your gym, or you can invest in a sauna blanket at home, or you can get a membership to sauna places. Finally, 2025 is the year that you make sleep a priority. Invest in blackout curtains, get a white noise machine. Brandon Kurt actually told me about the sleep mask, and I wanted to show you. It has padding around the eyes, but then the center is bare. So when it's on, it's completely black out, but I can still open my eyes, I can blink, so it's not disrupting my REM sleep. Okay, that's how you're gonna glow up your health in 2025. If you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments. And be sure to come back tomorrow to learn how to glow up your mind and soul. Welcome.
The rest of these tips are also very okay in my book, except for the part where most people just cannot invest in seasonal fresh produce and infrared blankets nowadays. So I wouldn't say that most of these tips are very accessible. So that's a bit of a point. Accessibility is nice. You don't have to do this again, except for the drinking water part. Most people can do that. So recommend that one. The rest of them, yeah. I do have a problem with the general vibe of this video though. There are so many tips in this that require time and resources, and you cannot just start doing all of these at the same time because you will never be able to to keep up with all of these. It's just too much pressure. If most people already drop their single New Year's resolution by the half January, I doubt these 25 rules are gonna hold up long enough to give you an actual glow up, whatever that means. After seeing all of these how to glow up videos, I'm still confused as of why everyone and their mother suddenly need a glow up. Sure, a lot of people, including myself, want to improve themselves from time to time, and I think that is very healthy. But for so many of these videos, it seems like you need to turn yourself into an entirely different person. Or even worse, that you need to be the perfect, absolute best version of yourself every single day, which is just impossible. And I think that's just way too much pressure to put on yourself. The absolute best person you can ask for how to glow up, or rather how to be more yourself or be more confident, is yourself, because you will know that about yourself, because those things are very different for everyone, and some random person on the internet is not going to know that for you. Like, sure, they can share their tips, but this framework of how to have a glow up, and this is the ultimate list of things you absolutely have to do before you can glow up, it's just not how it works. I am even kind of questioning if all of these creators do all of these things themselves every single day, because it seems kind of impossible, but what do I know? I cannot see in their lives. But it sounds like too much for one person. But that might just be me, you know? Anyhow, thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please press those wonderful like and subscribe buttons. I would appreciate that a lot. And then I will see you next time. Ciao!